Welcome to the playground of potential. I'm Matt the poet, and this is my playground. Today, I'm going to be talking about channeling and trying to ground this esoteric topic into reality for you. If you're not familiar, channeling is the idea that we as humans have the ability to receive information, ideas, and inspiration from non-physical entities. Now, I get it, this might sound like woo-woo bullshit, but there's actually a long historic precedent for this concept. For instance, we get the word genius from the Romans, who used the word to describe a non-physical or spiritual being that one could commune with to gain great insight and ideas born of a higher consciousness. Now, the Greeks called it your daemon, and that's not to be confused with demons. No, this non-physical entity would give great wisdom. Even the Christian faith have the concept of the Holy Spirit as the aspect of the Trinity of the God that we can commune with on a personal level. Across every culture of the ancient world, this idea of communicating with the non-physical world exists. Artists have been utilizing inspiration from beyond themselves for ages. The ancient Greeks believed that there was a group of non-physical sisters known as the Muses, who were responsible for bestowing artistic inspiration for those with the openness to receive. I remember my introduction to channeling very vividly. It happened one night in the summer after graduating high school. I was visiting my old stomping grounds, the playground that I grew up with, about a stone's throw from my childhood home. It was well after midnight and the place was completely abandoned. I was sitting on the swing set, letting my mind drift away, when it was like lightning struck. Suddenly, inspiration was flowing into me and I had to get home. I had to get an outlet for it. So I grabbed my laptop and 3 pages of single-spaced rhyme poetry feverishly flowed out of me. To give you context, I never was a fan of rhymed poetry before that night. I felt like it often sacrificed meaning to fit the structure, lacked the substance that I wanted from poetry. In contrast, those 3 pages that flowed out of me were dense with meaning, rhyme, and allusions to history, mythology, and classic fiction. It all seemed to come from nowhere. I didn't know it at the time, but that was the night my poetic channel opened, and I've been nurturing it ever since. Now, you may be more familiar with the modern, New Age examples of channels like Esther Hicks, Daryl Anka, or Paul Selig, channeling Abraham, Bashar, and the guides, respectively. Abraham is a collective consciousness, while Bashar is an interdimensional alien. And the guides, well, they're a collective of ancient spiritual teachers. Each one has their own unique way of bringing down the information through his or her channel. But the wealth of wisdom coming through is undeniable. About now, you may be saying to yourself, aliens, collective consciousnesses. These sound like nutcases. And anyone who actually believes in this crap must be in La La Land. And that's fair. We've all seen the tragic cases of schizophrenics claiming to hear voices in their heads, some leading to violent ends like the Son of Sam killer, others simply roaming the streets, unable to assimilate into modern reality. Now, what if these people are not crazy? Consider for a moment the possibility that these individuals have the circuitry of their psycho-spiritual connection to the non-physical world or extra-dimensional realms blown wide open. And because our modern paradigm doesn't have any conceptual framework for these highly sensitive individuals to ground their experience into a reality that makes any sense within a modern context, they get further and further detached from what we consider the real world, gaslit by a society that simply can't conceive of non-physical reality and decidedly pathologizes every neurodivergence they come across. Within tribal contexts, these individuals would have had their gifts nurtured with training to ground their consciousness and would become the medicine man or woman of their tribe. Now, while I firmly believe this to be true, I'm not saying that delusion doesn't exist. The higher realms are very difficult to navigate for the untrained mind. To make this concept understandable for the average person, imagine your dream life and waking life become indistinguishable. It's easy to get lost in the labyrinth of our mind. So how can we explain this in physical terms? I believe the answer lies in endogenous DMT. Often referred to as the spirit molecule, DMT is the naturally occurring neurotransmitter responsible for our dreaming. But it also extends to all of our extrasensory perception, including the communication we can have with non-physical entities that we call channeling. Now, we all have DMT naturally occurring within us, so it's not that big of a stretch to believe that we could actually all be channels of this higher dimensional insight and understanding. Next Monday's podcast, I'll be telling you about how to open that channel and begin to receive this wisdom and guidance from those higher planes. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel and share it with someone who you think might enjoy it, There's going to be plenty more to come, and I look forward to seeing you then. Till then, peace. Thanks for watching the video to the end and supporting the channel. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, so we can elevate your life to the next level and unstick whatever's got you stuck, then visit my website, playgroundofpotential.com. Click on the offerings tab and check out the transformational guidance sessions done over Zoom. Peace.